Pleadika, The Wraths of Governor Claxon's Prayers, by Alpha Amadou Diallo, author Monopoly of Happiness, Unveiling Sierra Leone's Social Imbalance. Voiceover by Weard. In the name of politics, power, and personal gain, the very soul of Sierra Leone has been ravaged. We have witnessed generation after generation of politicians, civil servants, and so-called leaders shamelessly tearing this nation apart, one deceitful decision at a time. From the moment of independence to the present, those in governance, past and present, have systematically undermined the potential of this country. Today, I invoke the prayer of Governor Claxon as a clarion call for divine justice upon those who have willfully contributed to the destruction of Sierra Leone. Governor Claxon's prayer. May those who pillage and plunder from the sweat of their brothers and sisters be cursed with the fruits of their own greed. May their wealth turn to ashes, their joy turn to mourning, and their peace be replaced with endless turmoil. Let their descendants inherit not riches, but the blood-stained misery they have sowed. And for every lie told, every opportunity squandered, and every trust betrayed, may their punishment be as endless as their deception. This prayer is a solemn and damning plea, one that seeks to lay bare the consequences of selfishness and betrayal. To the civil servants, political leaders, and accomplices who have undermined the development of Sierra Leone, heed these words, for the day of reckoning is upon you. There is no denying that many civil servants in Sierra Leone have operated under the weight of low wages. But let us not pretend that this justifies the greed, corruption, and sabotage that have marred the civil service. Too many have taken the state's resources for themselves, undermining national progress to secure a future only for their families. To you, Governor Claxon's prayer is not just a curse, it is your well-deserved punishment. How many times have we heard civil servants complain of low wages, only to see them manipulate the system for their own benefit? Instead of working to better the conditions of all Sierra Leoneans, they have chosen to engage in bribery, embezzlement, and deliberate inefficiency. To these men and women, I say, may you reap the rewards of your bad work. The nation suffers because of your selfish desires, and it is time for the wrath of Governor Claxon's prayer to rain down upon you and your descendants yet unborn. May your ill-gotten gains be the very trouble that will deny you peace, not only in this life, but in the hereafter. No president, past or present, can escape the judgment embedded in Governor Claxon's prayer. From Sir Milton Margai to the present administration under Julius Maada Bio, each leader has played a role in either actively contributing to the downfall of Sierra Leone or passively allowing corruption to thrive. You who have ripped the nation's coffers for personal gain, you who have hoarded wealth while your people starve, may your unlawful deeds haunt you. To President Julius Maada Bio, I place you and your family under the weight of this prayer. The corruption, deception, and unholy alliances formed under your leadership have wreaked havoc on the very people you swore to protect. Your administration has presided over an era of broken promises and unmet expectations. The suffering of the Sierra Leonean people is undeniable. And for that...
Good morning, and welcome to your program what we call KOL RES. We are on YouTube and on Facebook, so we can discuss issues with the front page of the different newspaper and the Polnado for the morning. After we can look at waiting then at the front page of the newspaper then. We can bring people inside where they can help you follow we talk about the different issues them. So one for say good morning. If you just join me, don't forget for like and share the program. And if you don't subscribe to this platform, please consider for do so before you actually go any side. And today, now the day, the very last day, the second day of April 2025, the last day this for the voting for the Slam Award, the voting for the Slam Award. So if you know say you don't vote yet for Weard, please consider for do so before you go any side. Please consider for do so because you only get today. It's shamefully embarrassing for late then say we had get this kind of jama and then una no vote for we had at the end of the day waiting will happen. Then it go tell like for say not all man where they with you like you. But we strongly feel say all the one they where they with we as family members, they like we, they always want for see we progress, they always want for see, we actually take the lead in anything we do. And I don't prove it several times. Several times una don't prove them. We don't go for different award them. Una don't make, we don't get them. We don't even support other person for get award when at the Guinness World Record Award. And of course, we win them through una support. So we not get any doubt in una for say una go make we actually win this award. No doubt not they will get on una. So all you need for do now, please go na the comment section now. You get the pinned message there in the comment section on both YouTube and on Facebook as you just come inside, and make sure say you actually vote for we. Now 2 category we get the 2 category, yeah. So, and you only get 1 opportunity for vote. 1 opportunity for vote for the 2 category. When you open the link, it will come with you now this page. Let me just take you there quickly. Let me take you there quickly now the page. For the sake of you were not able to understand, let me go quickly now the page. This now the page. Some seconds, please. Just some seconds. Okay, this now the page where you press the link. Now this page, it actually bring you you see and there slam voting. Okay, then if you scroll down, let me see this with the one for the sake of display. For let you able for see how it's like. Let we go down, and down. Okay, let me see what we get. Down. Okay, so because we be actually don't vote yesterday, it no go show. But bottom line, you they look for 2 categories. 2 categories now you actually they look for. Yeah, and not forget we own artist as well. We Nasar Wahid inside with the song title Exile. So you go on this page and then you please scroll down. You shuffle and watch for the first category where they say best social media influencer. Please press the let's just give on a display. Yeah, let's give on a display. For example, if you have a vote now with category where you don't choose them like this and it don't blue like this, all what you need for do, you come down side, now this side where you see the blue voting, you press them. Once you don't press them, it will show you what it give you. It will give you what and call votes. It will say thanks for voting or thank you for voting. Yeah, and then the next one we look for now the best talk show host. Best talk show host. If you feel say the way how we can collaborate, what we do with program, with talk show, now something where they make you feel addicted. Where it be for say if you don't watch the program safe, you feel bet, you did not office safe, you torment, you go can for check no more. If we can, you know they can. And when once we don't collect na net, you don't lead on for sleep. You're not able for sleep because you listen all thing. You like the style where we use. Now we no more get with style. It's very entertaining, annoying, and all kinds of things inside the one pot. If you feel say we are the best talk show host, well, go to the category again, best talk show host, and vote for we. So press the link and it will take you to this particular vote inside and vote for we for the 2 category and Sawaid for the best legendary artist. Okay, we not to waste any more time. We go straight and begin look at the front page of the different newspaper them because we get ready, we get them, and for that we can take you inside the different discussion we already get. 2 guests don't stand by for we. 2 guests actually don't stand by for we. So let me go first and watch waiting the paper them say this morning. The first one at the Calabash newspaper. The Calabash newspaper say Vice President joins Muslim in bowl for Eid prayers, reaffirms commitment to peace and development. Navigating the economic tightrope, President Bio's austerity measures in Sierra Leone. And you also get other story then for inside this edition of the Calabash. The Daybreak newspaper with the unveiling of the modest community field. Honorable Alfred Thompson sets new record. President Bio Fatima Bio joins Muslims to celebrate Eid. We go to the next one when at the city modern series. Building collapse at Cemetery Junction. 1 dead, 4 injured. Commonwealth Secretariat engages HRCSL Parliament on strengthening effective cooperation. The next one we'll get now the Premier News will say Counterterrorism bill sparks press freedom concerns. Executive Director of C40 Cities visits Sierra Leone and how a young beekeepers initiative brought hope to communities. The next one are the Unity newspaper, we say NIACG advocates for gender-responsive tax policies, and Chief Minister engages dealers on new cement pricing formula. Deputy Minister comments HEBO and praises CM Senge. The Camboy Times newspaper, IGP Fayaselo champions SLP transition. IGP William Fayaselo unveils new police health center in Kono. VP visits Petema fire victim, vows swift government response. The Expo Times newspaper, prayers for President Julius Maada Bio on Eid Fitri. And Freetown City Council drags 3 to court over disorderly conduct. The next one, now the Forum newspaper, Richard Conte participates in Eid prayers in Makeni. IG Fayaselo opens new police health center in Kono. The next one, now the Executive newspaper, as Sierra Leone and Guinea show readiness, younger disputes may end soon. And you as well get Vice President consoles and Petema fire victims. We go to the next one, where now the GL newspaper, the plight of Koidu Holdings workers. First Lady is on the track. And you as well get ACC boss Francis Benkefala speech at Sierra Leone Grammar School, and Minister of Fisheries and Marine Resources clears the air. The Salon Times newspaper, 10-10-year philosophy is a big lie. APC Iron Lady tells women. ONS chief says security situation is stable. And you get Chinese ambassador expresses China commitment to support Sierra Leone's energy sector. The Voice of Salon newspaper, leaked audio Ernest Baikoma exposes Samoa Kamara betrayal tactics. And you as well get Adam Bekaliv joins the fight against malaria in Sierra Leone. As the economy in shambles, Prince Macaulay urged President Bio to implement austerity measures. The next one are the Concord Times newspaper, Lantern Parade halted amid security concern. Foreign Affairs Minister stalls parliamentary sitting. The Independent Observer newspaper, Mr. President, can we talk? Part 130. Government orders Black Johnson illegal occupants to vacate. VP Jallo, Julde Jallo engages tribal heads. And the next one at the Minute newspaper, we say as Parliament approves Dr. Moses Tifa Bao, Immigration Department is set to enjoy its past glory. VP Julde Jallo console Petema fire victim. IMF appoints Tony Elomilo to Advisory Council on Entrepreneurship. The Future newspaper, no lantern parade. 35 boundary infrastructure by Guinea. I take that again, 35 boundary infrastructure by Guinea. And PSC grades MDAs today. 41,905 eye patients screened. The next one are the Africa 24 newspaper, low crop yield across the country, a shock to farmers. Real thieves aren't politicians. PS North magistrate draws dagger at Black Johnson, illegal occupants ordered to vacate. The next one are the Open Space newspaper, settlement of Sierra Leone-Guinea border, discrepancies begin. And for delivery, ambitious market project, Labour Minister showers accolades on NACIT. The Night Watch newspaper, Ernest and Samura, who to trust, and as a manifestation of its corporate social responsibility policy. Okay, where is Umar Sharif? The News Times Daily newspaper, Koidu Holdings exploitation and deception. First Lady Fatima Bio exposes their lies, abuses, and corporate greed. And press freedom at risk. CPJ and Sludge warns President Bio against controversial counterterrorism bill. And the next one, okay, now all this we get inside the paper this morning with all the front page of the newspaper then. Okay, we did take very short break. And when we come back just now, we can continue with the rest of the program.
So apparently what happened 2 days before the event, Madam Faith Odiambo, when a president of the Kenyan Law Society, where that law society they do tremendously well in Kenya for challenge government excesses and call government when they go out of order. So we decide to go first face somebody, invite somebody, we represent waiting we they aspire for. We represent with the very ideal same on which we build this organization. So we carefully select them. Unfortunately, two days to the event, he reached out to me for say the acting ambassador of Salone to Kenya personally go to an office and go deliver a disturbing message where the acting ambassador, they quote the secretary to president, Emmanuel Gaima, for say if the keynote speaker come na Salone, she would not be assured of her safety and security. And that waiting the group will invite them one time for can do and for can steer political revolution. You know, such really terrible notion. But waiting we they do. You know, pretty much for say if you come, you go steer political unrest.
So why you think say people in government they perceive on a group for be this kind of group? Is it the composition of members the way in the society?
No, it's not. I think it's because of government. Because government afraid say once then they do bad. Once they do bad, you bring for example, they say if which day you bring a Yobo man, you not go likely a Yobo man. So now that's not the thing. So lawyer society, then they perceive them as this Ayobo for government. We go can call government out. We go can expose government in excesses. So then they go all out before this Ayobo man reach. Let we ensure say you not reach at all. So that's how, and we also talk that one day during the two broadly, but how government they ensure say they stifle dissenting voices. How government they go out of in way for shrink that space there. Because we call this woman for say can't talk to lawyers, but they role in democratic governance. How do they get for do with political revolution? Nobody no know. For let you acting ambassador, go physically to be keynote speaker. You go cast doubt in a mind as to insecurity. And then they eventually make the keynote speaker say, look up, Kenya no get embassy in a Salone. I no ever can Salone. I no get post in a Salone. So it go be very dangerous for like going on a terrain where no less a person but secretary to president don't send information say if I can a country, I would not be welcome and my safety and security would be in jeopardy.
So after that particular information, because these are some serious allegations for a whole president for the bar in Kenya, once for come for be keynote speaker na able to get a visit from the Sierra Leone Deputy High Commission to Kenya.
Acting
ambassador, sorry. To Kenya for say they no guarantee of insecurity. Una try for clarify for really verify this particular information for no waiting na the issue.
Not only me, but some other person, a part of we leadership group, reach out to the Attorney General. Me personally reach out to the Attorney General for ask him whether Dandina been an official government.
Okay, good morning again. Of course, you still watch the program when at KOL RES right, and we are on YouTube and on Facebook. We don't get two people that we don't join inside the program. We get on the Zoom line, we get Titus Boy Something. Good morning, Titus, and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Mr. Sengbe Pierre, and good morning to all your listeners and viewers all over the world. You're doing a very good job.
All right, and on the WhatsApp line, we get Reginald Strasser King, where they with we. Good morning and welcome to the program.
From the Prince of Wales School. Good morning, listeners and viewers.
Well, you look like say today, well, how do you call him? Titus, are you going to introduce yourself?
Well, I'm a senior Prince William for Strasser.
Okay, well, I think say today na forward. Now we get on the program.
Today na forward, yes.
Yes. All right. So for the sake of the respect, because on all tuna Prince Williams, how na the plan for celebrate this on a centenary celebration?
We are fully on top of things. We are fully on top of things. But no more, we don't get beaucoup appeals for let the LEONE not come. So the LEONE will come. Yeah, they don't beg me say they are let the LEONE not come. We are on top of things. If I'm a blazer out already, I will just wash away clothes tomorrow already. I go march and come back by God power.
But and some people, some critics, they say no. Now because the police they rush for full press statement. Therefore, we don't left una. Now just talk una they talk una. Not the count no lion.
The police have been big we. There's a big we. So you and a big we, the big one. Never count lion of this country. Them big we, them follow our foot to the people. So me say all that you know count down and go. We will march peacefully and go to school.
Yeah, but una this in a centenary, una don't act just for how. I hope say we know we get somebody who will tell me back say no sweet too, like how the Regentonians then get the representative we say no sweet.
No, as a member of the media committee, I will tell you one thing, although I'm not in that capacity here right now, but I will tell you one thing. We don't make sure so we don't put measures in place for stop all that kind of irregularities in there. So I'm not sure so we get that kind of diplomatic blunder. No, because for grammar school it was quite a very undiplomatic blunder by that school body, and I share my concern with them. But the person said not going to get a kind of situation in there because you get enthusiastic and boys them. We go and go over the border, so we get marshals them. Where they put everybody in line, including old boy me like and I just said, "Mama, we for putting in line." Because I remember when we small, we go school, now Prince of Wales school. I've been very in need for putting in line.
Okay, I hope say I just try for drug comparison. Apart from that, and from the Regentonians, I hope say if rain come, we not go see some people in tie or they hat the begin run like some other school there.
Come again.
I hope say if small rain come, we not go see una tie they begin run like where they put color in parao.
It's not possible. That's absolutely impossible. We not to them. What's the name? Mami can call them in those days. Them bash machine kill material they will go buy.
It's
about the century of excellence. So even in uniform, now a uniform of excellence.
Hey, this month don't boku we dey wait for see.
Mr. Sengbepe, you should know that for such in Sierra Leone, no school can be found as sent for to a gentleman. No school. We have said it from the one that we are becoming the primus inter pares. We are the first among equals. We overtake Boku school and we steal the lead. We are going forward. You want for see Thanksgiving, wait for Sunday.
Don't keep her back.
Reggie and Titus, we will wait for see and we will look for any small thing follow make them big.
Strassa one for short people. The plans are on food for the lion. We are bringing the lion, but not to the how people can go see him. People can go see the lion differently, but the manifestation of the lion will be there.
Okay.
No, they're not see something here. The lion is coming.
All right, so we wait. Anyway, I just say that tease no more. Let me go on with the program. After the celebration, we go host you back. Let you give me feedback.
No problem.
The only thing you will see discipline, you will see beauty, you will see above everything excellence, and that is it, a century of excellence.
Okay, thank you. All right, so we'll go quickly inside the program and begin look at issues then, quick one. And the first one we'll take now the Premier News. The Premier News say counterterrorism bill sparks press freedom concern. Let's start with you, Titus. What thing you take on this counterterrorism bill? Because other people like Sludge, they beg the president for letting us sign this because they get serious concern for the sake of press freedom. What do you take?
Well, you see the counterterrorism bill, I think it go way beyond the 1964 Libel Act.
Okay.
Provisions in the Libel Act. And I think there is cause for concern. And then again, don't forget, say, now we are looking at counterterrorism in different forms. And something like where we don't use to win at this generation, the young markup, social media has now been turned into something else. So now social media is being looked at as a potential for drawing people into a net of criminality, where social media actually was meant to be a medium for opening up information and sharing, sometimes sharing, tidbits or creative content, but the end product of the social media, not a destructive one. So for Guam into the counterterrorism bill, I think that's going to be a problem.
Okay, Reginald, what is your own take on that? I don't know if not from your side, we get a lot of background noise, Reggie.
Then I could shop.
Okay. Okay, no problem. We can manage.
As far as this social media thing is concerned, this counter-terrorism thing is concerned, one thing I go authoritative meeting for me on side is that I know really them to full understanding it. So I know go form an opinion about them right now.
Okay. All right. So apart from this, and because Titus, you did focus on the social media and how for then they try for criminalize certain people. But what about political reason? Things say with the kind of provisions them where they inside it will affect politicians and political parties them as well.
Oh, it has already happened. It's already started to happen. The SLPP, when they came to power, they were easy to castigate all non-SLPP members as terrorists. Even effectively, if I say the APC is a terrorist organization. You see, when you try for label your opposition in that way, then what you are saying is because you hold on to power, then whatever you say, might is right. And that is not correct. In any society, you get dissenting voices. So this is what I'm saying. It's like this is a dragnet that pushed beyond the walls of the libel laws and creates much more wider spread and try for criminalize more wider actions than the libel laws were punishing. So you get rid of one on the one hand, and then you bring in something that is like from the frying pan to the fire. You get rid of one bad law, you bring in another law with equally bad or even much more so.
Well, again, what we will offer is that if any bad laws which are not good for the welfare of the people of this country, being for only the selected few, like any kind of bad law like that, where any government pass, if the people deemed it as an unfair law, because you get an opposition within the minority, and then which is voiceless, then it should not be accepted. The civil society organizations, where they advocate for human rights and justice, and I believe the organizations just like Riyadh, they take up them cause they are for make people aware. Say no, this law is not acceptable. Pull one law, then you one bad law, then you put another bad law in its place. That is not going to be fair to the people.
Okay.
But I think I get too much confidence in the environment where they operate in. But I don't blame him. The issue we have at hand is, you see, bad law comes out of bad governance. And we already have an issue of bad governance in Sierra Leone. So there is no assurance that any bad law can be quelled by civic opposition or distension. The fact of the matter is, if the government didn't say this law will punish their opponents, they could do it.
I refer to that exercise to the advocacy groups.
Whose power advocacy groups get a salon? Please tell me. Right? They have no power, they have no resources, they have no voice.
Me as journalist, we all suppose I am obligated for tell the government, say na bad law. That my rights are get up. So
but you know it. You get on the government, the pastor, you know it.
No.
Is it not an application of your own duty? The government, they passed the law now. You know it. If you don't read this law in totality, now you for that the forefront to advocate for the provisions of this law and tell whether it's good or bad.
Let me preface the statement by saying that I have not read it as yet, but that does not put me in a position where if I believe in a bad law, like way you said believes in a bad law, we for advocate for come out, but not by violence.
No, nobody's talking about violence here. We are saying there is no provision. You see, you will have a country where the institutions are malfunctioning. There is no assurance that even if this law is challenged in court, that you will get your a right and just decision. I mean, look at things that are going on in the country. You are talking about the law. The law controls human behavior and it controls the way government act towards the people. If the government wants to be oppressive, they use the law. And it's very easy for them to do it. I mean, look at, I'll give myself as an example. I was in Sierra Leone in December, and the CID invites me. CID invite me, said, "Yeah, you say me a married woman, then me married to my former wife." I said, "Hey, no, I don't divorce my former wife." They said, "No, they don't believe. Pass me yourself go." So what do they call me for? They were going to use a route to get me into the CID so they can have me locked up for being an advocate against the repressive regime. Do you understand what I'm saying? They do not have to go through the right path. They will go through a roundabout way, drag you in, and the next thing you know, you are arrested for something that you probably would not even have thought at the time that it was something that is subversive. Then you say, "Oh, this is what you be right, so this is what you can say that this program, it was subversive to the state, to the existence of the state." And then you are talking about, well, hang on, if I say these things that are subversive to the existence of the state, what if I create a state that is in itself illegal or immoral? What if I create a state that in itself cannot justify its own legitimacy? Isn't that something that you should do as somebody who is an advocate for justice and freedom, and somebody who is an advocate for fair and compassionate governance? So you stand from that standpoint, and you are the only one in the dock. You would be found guilty of something that the state has said you have done, because the state has the power to find you guilty, and that's what we are saying. There is no assurance that you get justice being done in Sierra Leone.
Titus, I know you are venting your anger. I know you are venting your anger. So I've left you to vent your anger. But you are not here permanently. We there we did. We will see all the injustices there. Right? We will see all. I understand you view them. I understand. I'm not being political, I'm just being a neutralist. I understand the reason. The other day, I asked some of my friends, I said, what's in the legacy when they left for Putin? This kind of situation. What's in the legacy? Are we going to leave bad governance? Are we going to leave corruption? Are we going to leave all the isms and schisms? Me and you don't pass 65. We don't pass 65. But let me consciously ask.
What to me and you there? Me a young boy.
I don't see this now. Usa na go rich. Me not care. I don't see this now. They don't be right. Right? Before I come on here, that neighbor go charge. Why are they pay money for make them give me blackout? It's a blackout I'm going to pay money. Right? You know most of they pay for make me water supply go on the coast. It is not been provided by government. It is provided by a poor pensioner like me. I don't get picture. So something in there when you talk up. We are on the ground. We know what's going to happen on the ground. We know how they suffer. We know how they take 250,000 for Ghana, Nana market. If you not take check, you not get change check for car. And that is small. Almost like the money we get. Right?
You see, now you are personalizing it, and I don't blame you. Because you work from your personal experience. But then look at it from where we are coming from. We are coming from an experience that says certain things that are supposed to happen in a certain way should happen in a certain way, because that is the preordained rules and guidelines that we are used to. All of these things you are saying are new to Sierra Leone in a way, because they have not been there from day one. Sierra Leone had been a country that worked. There was a time you go to court, Bertrand Macaulay went to court on his own acquiescence, and he found and he managed to free himself from his case in trial. Can you imagine anybody go do that system, Salone? Forget yourself free. I mean, the last person who ever free from his case in trial in Apollo country. And now there are reasons. But then after that, even after he got free, there were repercussions. They sacked the Attorney General, they sacked this, they sacked, people suffered because of that. If the law operates by the operation of law, somebody able to do something that creates an awareness of certain things, you find that there is somebody else who is going to suffer. There's somebody else who's going to suffer. That's what you call the Pareto optimality. You see, in welfare economics, we say, let somebody enjoy light and electricity. Somebody strong side for day, we're not going to forget light and water at all. You see, but the only way the correct Pareto optimality, now for you get a situation whereby the state comes in to make provision generalized, so all man get access. And then the state don't let everything to the market forces. So now we get money, no more get water. We let all man get water so that people can live, because the long run is that people can go live a healthy life. Now we are not seeing that. We are seeing a country that is going to the doldrums, and like you are saying, because you're on the ground, you cannot speak. Me, I'm not on the ground, but I do go on the ground from time to time. And that will not stop me from going back to Sierra Leone. I'll go back there. You see, the only thing is I'll be mindful, like I've always been mindful of going in there. But you see, there will come a time when there has to come a time, some of us have to stand up and say, this is wrong, being on the ground or not. You cannot blame people who are not on the ground for picking up on these issues because you think that we are venting anger. No, we are not venting anger. We are seeing a situation that you people suffer from, and we are saying it should not happen, not in this day and age. Not in this day and age. The problem of electricity was solved 100 years ago, over 200 years ago. Why is it that Sierra Leone still there behind? Can you imagine how far behind we are? We're still there behind, and everybody is talking about electricity is coming, electricity is coming. When is that electricity going to land? You see, we need to look at the things the way right for the country. It's a very small country, Sierra Leone. We have resources coming in, we have minerals going out, we have money that's coming in from taxation, money that's coming in as international aid and grant. Why don't we sit down and set a structure together and say, let's prioritize what we're doing? Electricity, water, education, health. Why don't we do something like that?
Okay, so you still watch KOL RES on we are on YouTube and on Facebook, and we get Titus Boy Thompson and we get Reginald Strasser-King with you inside the program this morning. But with all of them things there, we want to actually discuss how the cyber or how this counterterrorism, related to them, how it will affect we if we complain for them things there. Reginald.
But that's the point. You see, because Reginald argued that it's no understand say what the cyber terrorism law is saying is that people like you and I who operate a media facility outside of Sierra Leone can still be roped in for committing a crime against the state of Sierra Leone. Because what they will say is that you are doing something that is inimical to good governance or inimical to the existence of the state, whatever the status of the state is. You cannot question or query anything in any format anymore. And the social media, there was a time when social media had that exemption, being that we are not on the ground. But now they're saying as long as you project your broadcast outcome, it goes into Sierra Leone airwaves and people can pick it up from there. It means that you are committing the crime as if you are in Sierra Leone.
Reginald? Reggie?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So with all of them things here, where titles they bring come up. So as a practitioner, media practitioner, things is scary. Things because for example, if we did do program of this nature and then consider we for be terrorists, then consider we say we don't commit crime as alone, and then make your input into this program, you will be liable as well, just like how we say don't be liable, just like the the seditious libel, where before say do I print to, do I sell, do I write to, do I get paper, all man don't commit crime.
You know why I laugh?
No.
This I try to educate me so. These are out of the frying pan into the fire.
Yeah.
Then they're not need for pull-out seditious libel law of 1965. They don't need that. But they just come play, maybe their own intention is for play a political gimmick, right? And put a worse thing over our heads. Yes. You see, oh yeah, I have been in this country, I don't deal with first of all, Salon Soja, Komog, Unamsi, and all the rest of it. You will not be fan this country like how we fan us. But all the early warning system, I don't know what's in there, the Office of Awareness they do, because they're supposed to don't detect, say all the problems here, they hunger, life dissatisfaction, poverty, and all the rest of it. And then are the factors that lead to war. Those are the factors that lead to war. It was not funny for being part of the tunnel in the bush during the end of the day. And I believe that we cannot maintain Germany, after the Second World War, it took them just 40 years. 40 years to build a country. What's in the salon? What's in the salon? Just 40 years. So, you know, sometimes they should have because, as I said earlier on, I am not a proud man because I don't know the legacy I left from the Peking and Grand Peking. I don't know. But tomorrow, I'm going to say, you know, Papa, then, I'm going to talk to radio and television. What's in and do? We spoke. We sacrificed our life. Yeah?
Okay.
We spoke. We sacrificed our lives. This is a professional program. I don't want to get emotional in it.
Okay. Continue for the way to inside the program. In as much as you don't forget emotional, one last thing I go ask. Unlike the cyber, seditious libel, where they focus on the professionals, the way they sell, the way they print, the way they write, the way they get paper. This one, it go beyond that. For example, if we deny and they do them program here, then consider for we say as we not terrorist. That's the extent to we family members them as well. For example, then go one after me mama, then go one after me pikin, one after me this, one after me that.
No, then I'm guilty. No, hold on. I'm guilty by association because I don't like the program right now. So not just problem. So they can arrest me for saying just arrest me. I don't know. They say I talk back. Right? I'm on the ground. So they can arrest me at any time, say I talk bad, I talk against the state, and then go lock me up if they choose to. Then I'm missing a piece of this match.
Then let's say again for Machu.
No, you do
match.
Tell
us now you hold the lion. They're not going to arrest you. Tell us now you get for hold the lion.
Well, I'll consider that back again as an option.
All right, continue for the inside the program. You will watch the program. Don't forget for like and share the program and make other people benefit from this. And at the same time, today is the last day for the voting for the Slam Award. And if you look at the link within the comment section where we pin at both YouTube and Facebook, you press them and then it will take you into the Slam page. We then have two categories. We are the best social media influencer and the best talk show host. And please make sure so you vote for it today on the last day, the award night, now on the 4th of April. We'll continue with the rest of the program. And please not forget, we artist, we are the legendary artist, Sawaid, for the song title Exile. We they go now to another issue quickly, because the time they run after we. Now, this one, another thing, we see like, if not every month, but after every 2 or 3 months, we hear and say, "Us done for done, person don't die." Recently, we see one video where somebody give a us for let them bill and for him. The man come na the site. He use his hand for push the pillar where them for build 3 or 4 story for him. He able for push the pillar and iban down. When they watch, no iron rod no day. Instead, waiting the person do, he just put iron rod half up for let them see him. Say he don't put iron rod. If mortal man able for use him bare hand for put down concrete pillar where they for put building on top. You not think saying that the reason and this will make Boku us than the for them? And if that's not the reason, what in the government actually they do for make sure say they monitor them building sites they are. Reggie in the country, let's start with you.
In America, we call them a death wish. You know why? Because when they bill, I have to bill according to quantity surveying and bill of cost, right? Because why? Tomorrow, the safety of the building very important to me. As I've been indicated earlier, to them so that the safety of the building. Oh, Chris, now what you know me? Then somebody will ask me, say, "Hey, Mr. King, you don't mean smoke kush." You understand? Because now when they smoke kush, now they do that kind of thing. Any reasonable man seek professional advice before you lay into the foundation. But I think always tell people. But I don't blame them. Now the Ministry of Land, say some other one. One, with the Ministry of Works, like all. I don't blame them. I don't blame the people there because they don't get building inspectors there. Now the building inspector them now just can't take small thing, put it out of their pocket. Whether you structure it up to standard or not, they don't handle. They don't handle. People we study structural engineering. Yes. Well, let me actually I think to feel it's my fool. So we don't do cut away there now. Mami Coca walk them.
You know, I just take me time for grab na me seat just now and take photo of one building. Then they build actually 4-story building just near we Usai Asidon so right now. And when me for the first time see how they build, I really know say we know the build proper inside salon. For example, this building where me people in the scene at the screen so I just don't take photo of. Just now the foundation. Then not get that kind dig like where we dig. Then get them tick train and something like that rail and iron them. Now then the first put the all iron now just small the left. Then put a right down. Give her enough concrete. After that they can use now iron rod for plant them. You know 4-story building by the time they don't done. This not just 2 or 3 months then they pan this building here. Every side, the one wall, you know, body, the wall of the building. They not use block, they use concrete with iron rod for make sure say it's don't find one at the ground. So Reggie and what say Reggie Titus, with this kind of building where they build na oversee, and the kind of building where they build na salon, except if we get that kind earthquake, and even the earthquake then they say if you get the building the way go tower. One thing. But we every time we see building in the Fordham, what do you feel say the building inspector that they do with them kind of things there?
Well, I think Secretary don't talk what been happen first time, what happened again. But I always say this, our institutions are no longer working for us. Funnily, countries where you get earthquakes like Japan, the paper and card that they deal with, and not even build with block and with them concept. But then they allow the building, for let the building go for don't pay you like not that. Then they build with boku block and pillar and iron rod with the build. Most of Japanese houses are not card. and slight wood, now you take pillar and paper. You see, so in that ways, and then they allowed building the area according to the climate condition when you get to the area. Now in Sierra Leone, because of the heat and so on, I make the use that block for keep out the heat out of the building. Also, you can inside use to cool small. We use too much material, sand and cement in Sierra Leone for building. If you look outside, mostly like pillar, you don't know you pillar. Everything there around the pillar is stored work. Most time maybe in a wood and plasterboard, and that's it. That's how our houses are built and work. Then they use that much cement and sand. Then Salon they use cement and sand because the structure that they're not used to. And Salon man way the building for go for bang the wall, see that the wall's strong. They don't say yes, it's a strong building. If you don't bang and the wall not strong, if you don't say not strong. But why should they do that? They forget say that material cost on the go up. We're not getting control of material cost. So now that cost cutting. And they try for save on cost, some man they try for save on material, some man they try for do like you say, put iron rod, just catch almost to the top, put the iron rod guy. All now because you want for fool the people then take money away for someone to take for material, take out for you save. Not corruption. You see, so we problem with corruption, not for the go far for sovereignty really. I think say we probably better spend with time on things that we know say more pragmatic and tactical or strategic than looking at things where we know the problem. The problem is corruption, and that's plain and simple.
Okay. Quick one, and they take on to two other issues. Then quick one for wrap up the program. The one, Reggie, we talked about the lantern the other day, and now government say because of security concern, they don't actually ban the lantern for now. What do you take?
Regina, you know Sabita's lantern.
Yes, Regina, you get me? Yeah. I say the last two begin talk about lantern, and now the government say because of security reason, they're not going to make lantern come out again. They don't ban it again. What do you take?
It's just as usual. I come on doing business. I can't always sleep. Lantern come out to lantern no come out to that I thought a bit trendy. You know, they're not a big family at all. I just usually carry on with my own normal duty.
Regina grew up in Freetown, grew up in Wilkinson Road. We will grow up in Freetown, Battle Street, when lantern come out, they're gonna lock out. They're gonna lock out people, go watch the lantern.
Now, part of our born, the Muslim Christian. Where if the right took me, then transfer me to come back na Moon Street. Another Panama. You know, the military is too. I'm not born at the station, yeah?
Well, I don't know about lantern. Because if you born na Paremba Road, if you know, say that the woods are no lantern they take. So their street lantern na Paremba Road, they always say, and they don't ever can go so their street. Because some got to the capacity.
Now, we get 13 now.
No, 13 na Kogoma Kito.
What is it?
13 na Kogoma Kito.
No, na main street. Kogoma Kito Bloody Mary.
Yes, Kogoma Kito Bloody Mary. 13 na main street.
Right. You are not.
Right.
Oh, they are making righteous. Now, God let me no more to you. God, na help for you.
How for you? We went to a good school, my brother. Not to God, yes. God help me, but we went to a good school. We have very firm foundation.
Yes.
We were trained not to fail.
We are proud to be Brazilians.
Yes.
All right.
All the listeners and viewers, now they go on jealous and say, when they don't meet Brazilians. You are not to come back.
Okay. So the last issue. The last issue I will touch on quickly. Now the issue of this leaked audio where they say come out from Ernest by Kuruma. And inside there they talk boku things them. And according to this paper, when the Night Watch newspaper, it actually they ask a question, say, who that for trust? It say Ernest and Samura, who to trust? So I'll start with you, Titus.
Oh boy. I think that paper has the right question. Very unfortunate. Ernest Kuruma has been a very successful APC leader. And at a time when things were happening to the APC after the elections, they say anything. We thought it was bad, that he should have said something. Now we open him out and talk, really not acquit himself very well. The interview, to my mind, was contrived. And as Kumano for talk to anybody, no talk to somebody like MS Bangura. He knows MS Bangura was a Vuvuzela for Samoa Kamara. So going over to talk to him, and I didn't call MS Bangura. So going over to call MS Bangura and talk to him, say that talk to him and topic for come out. That one, what I can call her 6 or 7. Say when you talk to the blogger, that's how they make their name. You see, so again for camera, whether I pull the audio or MS Bangura pull the audio, one of two of them pull up. But what we are saying is the content. The content of the audio in no match and my status as a statesman, to tell you the truth. Where I was surprised, I was shocked. You see, certain things happen in government. Mrs. SSF in the government, though not part of the official government. I worked in the office of the First Lady. And certain things happen where you get that close to power, you get to know things. When you get to know things, when you're a big man, you duty for such what to all you will talk. Come out and talk certain things like that, like to say, and then when we're getting the story right, it turned out, say, Samua spoke to him before he went to see Madam. He was advised, Indians advised Samua, say, go you one way, don't go to anybody will go and click what you talk. You see, and all of these things not tell well, for like you can get backward and forward. For me, I think everybody knows where I stand. I stand with Samua Kama on this one because of the fact that he has suffered twice. His first election in 2018, he did not lose it, he won that election. The second election in 2023 was stolen from him. So this is a man who has been twice maligned, twice he has been the victim of a very bad and corrupt system. Then now the time when the man to look and say, okay, even if I'm not going to be a head of state anymore, let me leave a legacy for this country. What happened in 2023 should never happen again. He's fighting for electoral justice, that we should never have that. That if I'm no other country in the world never consider, so then go announce results when they exist. You see, yes, country that can cook results and can stop people from voting, but for announce results when they exist, that is something totally out of the book. If someone has said, this is my legacy, I'm for faith for that, I think so we all for support and backup. If he wants to stand again, because you see, they talk about the APC constitution. The constitution is clear. If the man lost the election, then the man gets certain rights or liberties or freedoms taken away from him. Now the party official position say we not lost the election. And now people can kind of conflate issues. And as my audio was talking about a tripartite, where the tripartite not be reached yet. And at the time when the tripartite came into effect, Samoa Kamara was no longer leader. He was only recognized by the international community as a flag bearer, which he still is the flag bearer until another flag bearer is chosen. But he's no longer leader of the APC party. So why are people putting blame on this man? I don't know. The man they go about in business. At a time where all men are APC, they run away, Samoa Kamara was the only one who got up and go to Freetown and go to mosque or go to church or go to Swazi. And people turn around and say, yes, but we know this year so you suffer losses. And they had that empathy and feel for him. Now many people are beginning rally down. Now that the APC feels it and gets a chance, for this government don't acquit themselves very badly. Now the APC feels that there is a chance for them to get a win in the next election coming. Instead of them get together, now they try to destroy themselves. And then forget an Esproma involved in this tirade of destruction was very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. So it is very sad that the audio should have come out. It is sad for the content. But I think Samoa Kamara has taken the moral high ground. I don't think he has to say anything about this anymore. Let the people keep fighting. Let people keep speculating. Let people keep saying what they're saying. Samoa Kamara's voice was not on that audio. The people whose voice were on that audio, MS Bangura and Ms. Proma, they have something more to tell us. I will wait for them to tell me.
Reginald, what's your take on this, please?
My take?
Yeah.
That the internal politics of the party, to me personally, is not to me. But in my own personal opinion, and it's not be from make like audio. In other years, it is my belief. I've been a diplomat for 12 years, and I know. I don't know whether I leaked audio or an audio which was leaked by Wilson. I don't know. I'm still wondering whether I leaked audio or need to leak audio. You understand that? So me believe so in the first place, publicly, as a former president, you should desist from them kind of thing. What we call rubbish then they.
Utter trash, utter rubbish. I agree wholeheartedly with Strasser King on this one. You cannot. You see, it belittle. This man had so much. A lot of people had so much respect for him.
Titus,
yes, sir.
Keep on your chest, that make you mad.
Exactly.
Make you mad.
Yes.
Now make you mad. So like in some smaller case, where I'm a trained fan. Now, so this audio, for me personally, it should be done that.
You see, and then again, you see, this is another thing. When you mentioned the Samsumana case, people were saying, oh, if Samura Kamara go see Madabio without not telling NAC. What are they talking about? NAC cannot make a decision on Samsumana. For years, NAC cannot make a decision. Even when they got a decision, they got a letter to the man, they still refuse to accept the man in the party. What did the man do there? And this whole thing started from himself. You see, and this man, yes, he was a good leader, but he did some wrongs. Then we don't call a spade a spade. What did Samsumana do to him? He buried the man, he put the man into political oblivion, but the man still come back and say, whatever happened, I would born APC, I would die APC. I was born APC, I would die APC. I will still retain in my party. No matter where you go on aside and call and say, come back, he still come back. When I left this man, I let the man stand, and when up till now, you get people know they argue. Say Samsumana, all the time in the party, if I don't wipe out, now a newcomer, now this. Up till now, the same NAC never make a decision on the position of Samsumana, whether he's admitted into the party or not. Why?
You see? Okay, let me tell you why. Because I'll be very neutral now. But I'll be very diplomatic at the same time. It's sweet. Being outside the jurisdiction of here. But for us here, it's not sweet. But our will be engaging this conversation.
All right, the program where you watch na KOL RES, right on we are na YouTube and on Facebook. Two people in the between inside the program. Reginald Strasser King, Titus Boy Thompson with the between. For wrap up the program, waiting on our left with we. Reggie, I know say you will still go back to Prince William thing, but waiting on our left with we. Waiting will be on our final submission inside the program. I know say you will go back to Prince William thing. Me are the give lead.
Ultimate already. Ultimate. Short to. If I don't touch the short, keep the trend. So I trust I'm Berlin now. I know where we come. Good. I don't want
to not see me recently. The belly don't go down. The belly don't go down.
Well, I can't jog. Police case. Let it all know.
Yeah, but let it all be. I'm now you down and go on. Same Pierre, I will stay with the political angle.
Okay.
I feel that two of our icons in the APC, they are being relegated to discussions that are unbefitting. But like I said, two people in the audio were Anes Proma and MS Bangoy. These people will have something to say to us. Let them keep saying. For Samura Kamara, I would urge and advise him to take the moral high ground. You don't get nothing to explain to nobody, not anymore. He has said it. I went to see Madabio because he called me. And I went there on the advice of members of the party, and this is what was discussed. The issue, well, the talk said this thing will wrap up in 2 weeks. It was a non-starter. It was a lie. Because it's not possible for Samura Kamara, other person, a third party for come into the discussion where, not to get that city, not to get that with a colleague. The Americans have put $1 million on the table to support negotiated settlement. And that was what happened. The people that were at the APC go, at the panel, then spend the money. When the money don't nearly done, they say, okay, we will not do the outcome. We go out for the pass. Every two don't do, we go boycott. You see, we people in the party get a lot of faults. We are at the cost of winning an election. And the sad thing that's going to happen, mark my words, is that 2028 will be another election that we would lose if we are not careful. We would lose it, and in this time, we would lose it so miserably that some man will wonder, say, well, why for God self group and politics again? Some of us, we are no longer politicians. We just sit back in the sidelines and watch. And we are not going to be hampered or strangled to say the truth, to say what we think is the right thing. But what is going on now is not something that defeats. Everybody now want to be flag bearer. When I miss myself, I think so I will just go for the flag bearer and to hold. Now I go find me to hold people. Let me keep up. No, go be flag. Let me say go be flag bearer. This is getting to be ridiculous. It's sublime to be ridiculous. Yes, sir.
Titus, before I sign off, I want to tell them one message. With your permission.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. This storm only for many 1,000 years of Prince Wales Kingdom, for searching Sierra Leone far and wide, can well be found. That sense walk through our gentlemen. You don't hold stress or stands on farmer ground. You don't hold, you know, sabi sing again.
Una just don't begin. Una no go there to una just don't begin. Okay, we dey watch.
No, me get for watch from the sideline. I probably will be in Accra by the time the Thanksgiving comes up, so I'll be on the sidelines.
All right.
I'll be very near, but yet so far. But I wish they have a very good celebration. We were there for the 50th, and we tell God thank you, some of which still there for the 100-year celebration. We have some very notable and well-respected friends who are no longer there with us. And if I must say this, people like Dennis Nelson Streeter comes to mind.
All right. Thank you very much.
Very good friend who's lost and uncounted for our 100-year centenary.
Thank you, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
All right. So, one for say, thank you to the two Prince Williams where we get inside the program this morning. Titus Boy Thompson and Reginald Strassacol, we join me in the program this morning. Thanks to all we actually don't join we for let we get this program. We appreciate you now. Thanks for a like, a share, a comment, and for you who are not subscribers, please consider for do so before you go. And please, thank you very much to all we don't vote for we now the two category and plus the legendary artist. If you not vote for it, please press the link in the comment section on YouTube and Facebook now, and go vote for for the best social media influencer and the best talk show host. Thank you very much. We love you all so much. Until we meet again, get yourself a wonderful day.
So apparently what happened 2 days before the event, Madam Faith Odiambo, when a president of the Kenyan Law Society, where that law society they do tremendously well in Kenya for challenge government excesses and call government where they go out of order. So we decide to go first face somebody, invite somebody, we represent waiting we they aspire for. We represent with the very ideal same on which we build this organization. So we carefully select them. Unfortunately, two days to the event,